Are you ready for some action and women empowerment on the high seas? If so, then Shanghai Red is for you. Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. Like I said, this time we're looking at Shanghai Red issue 1 from Image Comics. This is from Joshua Hickson on art, colors, and cover, Christopher Sibilia on script and design, Hassan Otsmane Elahu on letters, Dylan Todd logo, Tyler Voss variant cover, Andrea Schockling editorial assistance. Okay, so we start off on a boat. Shocking, I know. And this boatswain or whatever is going down to tell some rabble Shanghaied individuals that their debt is paid. There's 5 of them and they can either re-up as regular sailors or be ditched in Shanghai. And he realizes that one of the men named Jack is missing, and that's when he gets his throat slit. The others are like, "What are you doing?" And then Jack takes the knife, a whip, and a lantern, throws the lantern down and burns the crew to death and strangles a man with the whip, and then goes after somebody with a knife, and then goes up, stabs another sailor, and then grabs a gun and shoots the captain because girl power. And then it's revealed that this is in fact a woman and that she's been taping her boobs down. She had been shanghaied in Portland, Oregon during a night of drinking and adventuring, and her boobs were taped down because she's been posing as a man for several years. She's helped her family get across from wherever they were to Portland. So this was because her father left them when the crops failed, and she's had to be effectively a very masculine individual since then. Oh, the crew doesn't want to work for her because she's a girl, and she has to kind of threaten them, and we see that she's been got a lot of scars from whippings and whatnots. Well, she comes up with a deal. She pays them a big pile of money as long as they'll get her to a specific point, and then she'll drop them off and then make her way to Portland. And she's haunted by these visuals of bloody dead guys, and she drinks and tells her tale of woe, how her dad raised her to be, an independent woman that don't need no man. And she was a lumberjack for a while, which, yeah, alright, whatever. Yeah, she likes the masculine life, but it's like the 1800s or early 1900s. There's no real date given from what I could tell. And she's just been counting the days till she could get back to her mom and sister. Well, she gets back to Portland and goes ashore, and that's where the issue ends because she's going to get revenge. This was a potentially good story ruined by way too much girl power. It was very heavy-handed with the stereotypical short-haired woman that don't need no man. So of course she has all these masculine traits. There's some pointless swearing, and she has to be more masculine than the men, and they all fall in line because when confronted by a 120-pound soaking wet girl that looks like a teenage boy, all men wilt and become emasculated. True story. It was okay written. It just was a lot of overkill on the backstory and the women empowerment theme. They toned it down and made her more like a actual female pirate of the time. There were female pirates, but this is not a piracy story. She was shanghaied, as in kidnapped, and that's why it's called Shanghai Red. She has red hair. Way too heavy-handed for me. I thought the themes could have been interesting, but they tried too hard to make it a girl power story instead of making it a story of revenge, which it could have easily been and could have been really good. Instead, it was just kind of mediocre. It felt very forced, and the parts that were trying to make you feel sorry for her just kind of came off as like she didn't appreciate anything that she had or her skill sets, and she was upset at the masculine world for gender paradigm and blah 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 talking points. And the fact that she was able to somehow manage to kill the entire shipload of sailors by herself was just completely unrealistic and the type of stuff that you see in fantasy films, not in real life. That being said, I'm not going to recommend this. The art was alright. Some of the scenes looked really cool. The boat looked really cool. The sunsets and the skylines looked really cool. But I don't think I'll pick up issue 2. It was okay, but it wasn't worth $4. I wasn't real impressed with it. I was actually pretty disappointed overall, because it could have been really cool. Instead, it was just more women empowerment, moralizing and preaching about how stupid and evil men are. I'm not going to recommend it. But that'll do it for this one. As always, thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you like the video, be sure and hit like and consider subscribing so you don't miss any future episodes. And we hope to see you on the next one.